Hey everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to do my February TBR. So if you guys saw in my goals kind of end of year discussion videos, I am not really loving TBRs. I'm really loving mood reading. However, I have such bad FOMO, you guys, about readathons and things. And so it is really hard for me not to participate. My plan going forward this year, I don't really know. I would like to have like a loose TBR. So we're going to call these a pile of possibilities. And I want to really use it as an opportunity to talk about the readathons that are going on. I'm going to try to only do one, maybe two a month. So my point is, this is going to be small. It's going to be loose. If I decide to pick different books, I reserve that right. One thing that I really wanted to make sure that I'm doing this year is using my various resources, specifically Spotify, because we pay for Spotify Premium for the music, but you also get 15 hours of audiobook time, and I almost never use that. I always forget. And so I have a spinner wheel of my Spotify books. However, I'm not going to use that today because I'm going to be participating in two readathons this month. So the first one is the X's and O's readathon. This is one that is hosted year after year by, Reading with Jess, Jordan from Storybook Solid, Gwendolyn Kinsinger, and Seasons Readings. And so basically the premise, it's just a kind of Valentine's Day readathon. It goes from February 7th to the 11th, and there's Team X and Team O. So Team X is more of the like spicy side, and that is a Reading with Jess and Storybook Solid. Team O's is Gwendolyn Kinsinger and Seasons Readings. I believe I've got everybody. I don't think there's any more hosts, but so Team O's is a little more the sweet side. So you guys know I'm joining Team O, and there are 4 prompts per team because it's only the 4 or 5 days or whatever. So first is read a book with pink on the cover. So I went, I had my 2 oldest kids go up to my room and to my bookshelf and pick any books with pink covers. And then I picked out of those. And so we picked the Yada Yada Prayer Group by Netta Jackson. So this is, I'm not really sure, honestly. It is a women's fiction kind of chick lit series. I've got the first 2 on my shelf, and it's got really big font, and it's been sitting there forever. And I have maybe started this, but I've heard really good things. So I'm going to read this first one. I've got the second one ready to go if I need to. And you guys, I have been binging series lately, like no holds barred. So maybe both of them will get read, but we'll see. So the Yada Yada Prayer Group is for pink on the cover. That is a very, very pink cover. Then the next one is, read a book with a cinnamon roll hero. So I am not in my straight up romance era. However, I have a bunch of straight up romances that I've gotten from publishers or that I've collected over the years that I want to give like a college effort. So we're going to be reading The House on Mulberry Street by Jeannie Chen. This says, between helping at her family's inn and teaching painting, Elizabeth Wu has put her dream of being an artist on the back burner, but her plan to launch an arts festival will boost the local Blue Cedar Falls art scene and give her a showcase for her own work. If only she can get the town council on board. At least she can rely on her dependable best friend Graham to support her. Except lately he hasn't been acting like his old self, and he has no idea why. So as a friends to lovers, Graham has been secretly in love with her forever, but it's time that he faces the cold hard truth. She'll never see him as anything more than a friend, etc., etc. So sounds very cinnamon rolly to me. So this is going to hopefully get read. Then we have a really interesting prompt. Read a book with SUGAR, so sugar, in the title or the author's name. And you guys, I thought this would be easy, SUGAR. But if I could find a U, it didn't have a G. And so one word that has both a U and a G, daughter. So we've got Call Your Daughter Home by Deb Spira. So we've got Spira, you can't see, darn it, the sticker, but her last name is Spira, so that's our S. Then we've got UGER. That's not how you spell sugar. UGAR. I am not firing on all cylinders today, but this one is a hardback that I clearly got from a library book sale. A stunning tour de force following 3 fierce, unforgettable Southern women in the years leading up to the Great Depression. So I have talked about it on the channel when I read the Kristen Hanna book about the Depression, but my grandmother was born in 1934 in Oklahoma, and her family was a part of the Depression and moved to California. And there was so much that I didn't know about, didn't think about, and I like really have found a love of reading about the Depression era. However, I haven't read very much, and so this one hopefully will be great. It's got a lot of words on a page, so we're going to hope we can get audio. In fact, actually, one of these, maybe it is this one. I think it is this one that is on Spotify. So that's why I'm not going to do my spinner wheel, because when I was making this TBR, one of them is on Spotify. I'm pretty sure the audiobook for this is on Spotify. And so this will be my Spotify read as well as my X's and O's Readathon read. So the last prompt is to read the group buddy read or whatever, which is The No-Show by Beth O'Leary. I have not had success with Beth O'Leary. I don't really like her books, and so I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to stick to these 3. So that feels really doable. I'm going to try to get them done in that 7th to the 11th. If I don't, they will probably get done at some point in the month. I'm going to leave these 3 out and hope to do it. So that is that. And then the other readathon I'm going to be doing is Becca from Becca Books and Bujo and I. Her and I are bringing a mini Deck of TBRathon back. So last summer we did Deck of TBRathon based on her Deck of TBRathon or Deck of TBR game. And this one we're doing a mini version. So it's the 17th through the 23rd. It is a week-long readathon, and you draw cards to determine your read. I will link my whole announcement video down below. But I'm going to do a TBR for that week specifically sometime middle of the month. So stay tuned for that. That whole week I am going to be I'm going to pick cards and give my patrons choices. I'm going to do 2 choices for every prompt, and so then my patrons get to pick. So I'll have a little bit of control what I read that week, a little bit not. We'll see how that goes for me. But that whole week is out for reading anything else. So that will be coming here in a couple weeks. So that's my February TBR. Very loose, very minor. I'm currently binging a series, and I'm like, I've done that twice here in January, and I love that. So I want to have flexibility. So this is my pile of possibilities. We'll see you for mini Deck of TBRathon, and that's it. Let me know if you are participating in any readathons. I know there are so many going on in February. I would love to do them all, but I don't want to be constricted. So let me know. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.